This video right here, it's, uh, it's gonna be short and quick and simple as best as I can. A lot of your older home entertainment systems, to a person who doesn't know how they work, um, I guess it could be complicated. But anything that's broken, or a person might say is broken, can be fixed. I take stuff like this apart all the time and find out what the short is. All right, I took the screws out of it. On a lot of your older stuff, you have resistors and you have fuses. See those fuses there? This one right here particular has 3. I think there's 2 there. And then there's another one back there. And then you also have your knobs. And sometimes there's a fuse down there. And you have to know which monitor and how to adjust your loudness and your mono and your tuner and your auxiliary tuners on your older stuff. A lot of your older house amplifiers, they actually put out more wattage than any of the new stuff. And people would think that they're bad because it doesn't put out sound. And most of the time you have the fuse back there. Also go in there and check your wires on your knobs. If it's been sitting up for a while, make sure ain't no dust or anything got between them. On this one right here, it's been sitting up and that fuse back there, which is where all your wires and everything go for your speakers, had a short in it. Everything else checked out properly. I went in there and I changed the resistor. I changed the power. Now I got power. There we go. I got my power there. And I also checked my conductivity. If you don't know how to use a meter or get an older meter, and you could check for your sound output, make sure you put your auxiliaries and you have the monitor at the front set on the right speaker channel that you're trying to have your sound come out of. If not, then you will think you have something that's not working properly. Me and my dad, or I have anyway, my dad, he used to do things like this, but I had been rebuilding old amplifiers, old car amplifiers, old house speakers, old car speakers, the older subwoofer, the Ralph Fosgates, and the Kicker Soliberic subwoofers for one. Those Soliberic subwoofers, you can go in there and redo the voice coils, and they'll put out so much power, actually more than some of the new speakers. To me, any new speaker that I've heard is out. Then you had the Memphis Mojos. Those speakers you could put 2,000 watts on one subwoofer RMS back in the day, and it will hold up. You also had the Orion amps. I'm not gonna tell nobody which one in particular. I had an Orion amp. It said 2,200 watts, but I was actually getting 10,000 watts out of that amp back in the day. I was blowing Soliberics out. I was blowing Soliberics up. So a lot of your older amps, your house receivers, and your older car amplifiers put out more wattage than some of the newer stuff you put out today. You just have to know how to operate. And they put those fuses in there to keep them from going in, from blowing up or melting down. It's like a surge protector. You can go get you a manual on how to use the multimeters and go in there and figure out where your shorts are. Like I say, you can fix just about anything. And a lot of your older stuff was well built. Very well built. That was built to last. Y'all be blessed, be encouraged, get into your word, and feed your spirit, man.